The Door of Wonders. In the quiet town of Willow Creek, nestled at the edge of an ancient forest, siblings Ellie and Max spent most of their days exploring the outdoors. Max, the elder of the two, was 12 years old and always brimming with curiosity. Ellie, just 10, was the more cautious one, often tempering Max's wild ideas with her keen intuition. They were inseparable, their adventures fueled by shared imaginations and whispered tales of their town's hidden secrets. One day, while rummaging through the attic of their grandmother's house, they stumbled upon an old, dusty map. It had strange symbols and a prominent X marked deep within the forest. The siblings immediately felt the pull of discovery. "What do you think it leads to?" Ellie asked, her voice trembling with a mix of fear and excitement. "Treasure, obviously," Max exclaimed, his eyes sparkling. Their grandmother, who overheard them talking, chuckled softly. "Ah, the map. It belonged to your grandfather. He was convinced there was something magical in that part of the forest, but he never found it," she said, a wistful smile playing on her lips. That night, Ellie and Max decided to follow the map. Armed with a lantern, a backpack of snacks, and their unyielding sense of adventure, they ventured into the forest early the next morning. The woods were alive with the chirping of birds and the rustling of leaves. As the sun filtered through the dense canopy, the siblings followed the map's winding trail. After hours of walking, they reached a rocky path that led to the mouth of a cave. "This must be it," Max said, pointing at the cave's entrance. The map showed the X right inside. Ellie hesitated. "What if it's dangerous?" "Come on, Ellie. Don't you want to know what's inside?" Max teased, already stepping forward. Ellie sighed and followed, gripping the lantern tightly. The cave was dark, but the lantern's blue glow cast an enchanting light on the walls. Strange symbols, similar to those on the map, adorned the rocks. "Max, look at these!" Ellie exclaimed, running her fingers over the carvings. "They're just decorations," Max replied, though he couldn't hide his own fascination. Deeper into the cave, they stumbled upon an ornate door carved into the rock. It was massive, with intricate patterns that seemed to shimmer faintly in the lantern's glow. "This is it," Max whispered, awestruck. Ellie approached cautiously. "But how do we open it?" As they examined the door, the lantern began to hum softly in Ellie's hand. The blue light intensified, illuminating symbols on the door that had been invisible moments ago. "Ellie, hold the lantern closer," Max urged. As she did, the symbols rearranged themselves, forming a riddle. Asterisk to open the door, you must answer true. What binds the stars, yet flows through you? Asterisk. Ellie frowned, thinking hard. What could it mean? Max paced back and forth. Stars, flowing. Maybe it's water? Ellie shook her head. Water doesn't bind the stars. It has to be something else. They sat in silence, pondering the question. Finally, Ellie's face lit up. It's light. Light binds the stars and flows through us as warmth and vision. She held the lantern closer to the door, and as she spoke the word light, the door began to glow. Slowly, it creaked open, revealing a hidden chamber beyond. The siblings stepped inside, their eyes widening at the sight. The chamber was filled with floating crystals, each radiating a soft glow. At the center was a pedestal, atop which rested a small, intricately designed chest. Max ran forward, eager to open it. Wait. Ellie called out, stopping him. What if it's trapped? Max rolled his eyes but hesitated. Fine, let's check first. Together, they examined the pedestal. Carved into its base were more symbols, along with another riddle. Asterisk, before you take what lies within. Prove your heart is free of sin. Asterisk. Ellie frowned. How do we do that? As they pondered, a soft voice filled the room, emanating from the crystals. To prove your worth, you must speak a truth you've kept hidden. The siblings exchanged uneasy glances. Max spoke first. I've always been afraid of disappointing Ellie, even though I pretend to be brave all the time. Ellie looked at him surprised. Max, I never knew. She took a deep breath. I've always been scared of going on adventures, but I didn't want Max to think I was boring. The room grew silent, and then the chest clicked open. Inside the chest was a glowing crystal, identical to the ones floating around them. Ellie picked it up, and the lantern in her hand hummed louder, its light intensifying. The crystal merged with the lantern, which now shone brighter than ever. "What's happening?" Max asked, shielding his eyes. The voice returned. "You have proven your courage and honesty. The lantern is now complete. It will guide you to places hidden from the world and reveal the truth where lies prevail." The siblings exchanged excited looks. "Does this mean we're like treasure hunters now?" Max asked, grinning. Ellie laughed. "More like truth seekers." As they left the cave, the forest seemed different, brighter, more alive. The lantern's glow illuminated paths they hadn't noticed before, and the siblings felt a newfound sense of wonder. When they returned home and told their grandmother about their adventure, she smiled knowingly. "Your grandfather would be so proud." The lantern was his creation, meant to help those with pure hearts find their way. From that day on, Ellie and Max became the protectors of the lantern, using it to uncover mysteries and help those in need. Their bond grew stronger with each adventure, their hearts forever bound by the light they had discovered together.